We're going to talk about how we can use the Office 365 Outlook calendar as a way to keep yourself organized and on top of due dates. This calendar actually creates an interactive version almost of an assignment book because it's able to send you reminders and updates, and this is a really cool feature. So if you don't see your calendar listed as one of your app choices, you can come up to your 9 squares in Office 365 and select Calendar. Everyone's account comes pre-built with a calendar that's just called Calendar over here on the side, and is viewable in either a week, month, or day view. Okay, and within each of these views, you can add events to them simply by clicking on a date and a time. And that will allow you to add details. So for example, I could come in here and say that I have a test tomorrow in ELA. And I can set the time of that test if I like. And if I click on more details, I could even come in here, attach study guides, set little notes for myself. Okay, I can really do something cool, which is set up a reminder. So if I know this test is coming up, I can say I want to be reminded 2 days beforehand. And I could also say I want to repeat. If this test happens every Monday, I could say every Monday I want to, for the vocab test, I want this to repeat and tell me about it. But right now I'm going to set it not to repeat. And I'm going to hit save. And now that event shows up on the calendar. And when I click on it, I can see the details here. And if I need to see more details, I can double click on it and see everything. Also interesting, so say I could use this as a way to add nightly assignments in. So I can come down here to the end of the day, click on 3 o'clock. I can make a block called tonight's assignments. We can even set this up as like a template. So if I click on more details, and I come down here to the bottom and I type in all my subjects that I typically get homework in, okay, I can then tell it I want this to repeat every work day, every Monday through Friday on my calendar, with a reminder to pop up. I don't know, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 day, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. I could even say, you know what, I want this, I typically do my homework about 5 o'clock, but I'll set myself up with reminders to come up at 4 o'clock just so I know. And now I'm going to hit save. And what this has done is it said, all right, so tonight's homework assignments live up here. But then every day I could come in and I could click edit occurrence, and I could come in here and I could fill in my different assignments. Like this. Okay, and I can attach study guides, I can put in here links, I can give more details, whatever you want to do. You can even make yourself a little sad face because you didn't want to do that homework. Okay, whatever you want to do, whatever you need to do to set that up, and you're going to hit save. Now that's going to just change it just for this one assignment. Okay, again, you click once, you get a little preview. If you need to see more details, you can double click and take a look at the whole thing. All right, so now that we have this set up and it's going to remind us and it's on our calendar, we can go and do even one more cool thing. Up here under the gear, which is where you get to your settings, you can come down here and go to calendar. And over here on the left, you'll see it says text message notifications. If I click on this, you can see this is set up so that anything that is set up to remind yourself in the calendar, which is called an event reminder, we can have it notify us by text message as well. So we can get a different reminder, one that we don't have to go into Office 365 to see. All right, and so to get to that, we're going to come up here to set up notifications and set up text messaging, where you're going to select your mobile operator and hit next, and then you're going to enter in your phone number and hit next. Then you'll be prompted to enter in the passcode that you get from your phone, which will establish the connection between your computer and your phone. All right, and that'll enable you to then come over here, and we'll go back down here to calendar, to text message notifications, and you can say, I want to check this box notification for event reminders. Okay, and then the same things that can notify you inside Office 365, now they can also notify you on the phone as well. So that's another way to get reminded about things that you put on the calendar. To get out of options, you hit that back arrow. Okay, other things, you can navigate between months up here, or you can use this drop down arrow to jump to specific dates and times on a calendar. And you can set up calendars for other reasons too. It doesn't have to just be your main calendar. You can set up a calendar for an event you're planning, for your sports practices, for a project you're working on in class. And if you are setting up one for a project in class, you could even then share calendars with group mates and other things. Also, points of interest, you can change the colors of your calendar. So if one color is just not working, it's too bright. You can also, if you're working with multiple calendars, set up charms so that you can kind of tell which calendar you're currently on besides just color. And that's especially important if you have color discrimination issues. So anyway, think about using your calendar. It's one of the free apps in Office 365, and it's pretty powerful. It might be able to help you out.